Now this is the entrance to Castle Brecsitt in the village of Brecsitt, and in the 14th century, I think it was, the villagers and people from the neighbouring towns and other villages, they were building this castle, you see, in Brecsitt for the king, and everybody was getting on pretty well, really. And then one day there was a new king, and his name was Maurice. That's Maurice. And he was a bit of a blusterer, really. But anyway, he said he didn't want all these people from other towns coming into his village of Brecsitt and taking all the jobs and such like. So he said to the villagers of Brecsitt, let's have a vote, boys, and let's kick all these people out, and then things will be cheaper in the butchers and the bakers and all that stuff. Incidentally, he owned all of those, so he did quite well out of it, really. And anyhow, the villagers voted for it, and all these people from outside, they were all told to clear off, and they did, of course. But pretty soon it was discovered that things weren't very good anymore, and the castle, it was never finished because you couldn't find enough workers locally from Brexit to do it. And so it's kind of got to where it is today, and never got any further than that, which is a shame, really, because it would have been a nice castle if it had gone all the way, and been finished and what have you. But Maurice was all right. He went off and he got jobs doing after-dinner speeches at orgies and things like that. Now, here's an interesting thing. This is an early form of washing machine, you see. People would strap themselves or be strapped onto these wheels and spun around at tremendous speed, and they'd come out nice and clean after about 4 or 5 revolutions, It might also be an early form of hairdressers, I'm not quite sure. He's been odd about that. As to regards these chains, well, they were a kinky lot in those days, so it might be some kind of other contraption, if you know what I mean, I'm not quite sure about that one. I couldn't find it in the books. But look at this stonework now, though. This is an example of some of the stonework that was done before all the other villagers were told to clear off. And then further up you can see what happened when the villagers of Brexit took over. It's hopeless, you see, and no good at all. It's no wonder it never got finished. Now if you look there now, that's a rib bone, I think. So it was a bone from somebody's ribs, or it might be a piece of wood, I don't know. This is a bench. Yes, that's definitely a bench, and possibly Maurice might have sat on that one day, I don't know. But there are stories that his ghost hangs around and wanders around in this spot here. But it's a very sad story altogether, and that's it, really.